Now going on to the business blunder of the day, you have Ford Mustang E Mach, a recall due to customers accelerating, which from the manufacturer's perspective, in their defense, who would have thought someone would buy a Mustang E Mach and actually want to accelerate? I mean, it's an EV SUV. Would you ever want to go over 20 miles an hour? I mean, I'm only partially kidding, but there are actually some folks who actually attempted to enjoy this vehicle, and they try to go as fast as you can, which, again, who doesn't want to do that with a new vehicle? Now, apparently they're recalling just a couple of these EVs, just a couple. See, that's a joke. It's quite a bit, actually. They're recalling nearly 35,000 Ford Mustang E Mach EVs, which, again, terrible marketing, manufactured between 2021 and 2020 due to an issue from a key propulsion system component that potentially can't handle the heat from fast charging or when the drivers floor it too many times in a row. So if you enjoy your vehicle, or in this case you're attempting to enjoy a vehicle, you will subsequently break it, which is ridiculous. Especially, I was going to say, every time you're at a red light, again, I'm not giving legal advice or driving advice, many people would say that's an opportunity to, well, I would say traditionally burn off the carbon in your cylinders, but in this case, melt down your battery. Now, when asked for continued comment, they said, quote, overheating may lead to arcing and deformation of the electrical contact surfaces, which can result in a contactor that is prevented from closing or a contactor that welds closed, unquote. So, rudimentarily speaking, EV not good. Which, again, this is a terrible... Oh, I was going to say, now you have to wait 28 weeks to get the new part in because of the strike. Or, again, I'm not saying you should buy an EV because, well, personally, I like to have an ROI where the vehicle lasts my lifetime, basically. Or, in theory, longer. But could just buy a Tesla. They haven't had too many detrimental recalls. I mean, they've all had recalls, don't get me wrong, and many people will make fun of them because the body panel gaps are an ongoing joke to many people. But again, this is supposed to be their crown jewel of EVs. That's why they gave it the Mustang name. I should say gave. They stole it, more appropriately, from the iconic V8 stick shift Mustang that you and I love that actually makes the company money. They took that name, they put it on, slapped it on a little EV SUV. This was what was going to bring them into the EV world. This is their flagship EV model. This is them saying, hey, this is our big move. We're giving it the best name we have. We're going to put all of our engineering resources behind it. This is going to put our name on the map. And it kind of did. But you see the sales are decreasing more and more, I think partially because of the economy, partially because a lot of people can't afford a disposable vehicle, or in a vehicle that only one manufacturer can work on. Because, again, that's going to increase cost. Well, any EV vehicle as well. But now you have an issue where if you actually try to accelerate it all those times, so it's going to be a nice little recall. Does this change your perception of Ford's transformation? Again, they're trying to go all in on EV. They created a whole new division at the company, which subsequently is the only division losing money. But again, it's a startup. With many new startups, you don't make money for several fiscal quarters. And long term, it will probably make a profit, just like Tesla. After many years, they did get to the point where they're making profit. So let me know in the comments, will this slow down the consumer's perception of the brand? Well, they just won't want a Mustang E Mach anymore. Granted, the number of those people are probably 18 at most. Partially. I was going to say kidding, a little bit, kind of. Not really. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Let me know. Does that change your perception? Would you ever buy one with this given new data? Or maybe will it continue to be the flagship brand? I almost felt like I had salt in my mouth when I said the brand of Ford is now the Mustang E Mach. To me, the brand of Ford is going to be the F-150, the one that will last a long time because it is an internal combustion engine, and the Mustang with 3 pedals, also known as a manual transmission, also known as the best way to enjoy any vehicle. But that's just me, 3 cents. But to have your flagship model have a huge recall because they simply accelerated, that's got to be the business blunder of the day. Thank you again, everyone, for taking the time in to do today. Don't forget to take time to like, subscribe, and comment. Again, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of October, so you can click that button. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, the comments and the feedback make the show better and better, and I appreciate it, even if it's critical, because that's how you improve the most, I would argue. Also, and lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.